I know, I'm finally back. Life is good. I'm enjoying it. It's great. I love it. Yeah, so Bath and Body Works is currently having a sale. And, I found that some people really enjoy some of the sales. So I was like, let me go ahead and get some so that I can wear it and such. So, yeah. One of it's actually like a foot cream. The lady that was showing it to me, she mentioned about it, and she was like, yeah, I think this is the foot cream, and it was showed manicure, which is for the hands. And I was like, oh, that's for hands. And so I was like, there's this, which it's like a foot lotion. And so she's like, oh, so she started like going through it and trying to find the pedicure one. So she was able to find me the pedicure one. And of course, they did the same old like Walmart thing where it's like, oh, they had, how would I describe it? With Walmart, they have it where it's non-clearance items and they're in the clearance section. So whenever I went up to the front, I asked the guy, I informed the guy, hey, this is what's going on. I know some of the stuff is throughout the store, but it was over in the clearance section. So if it's not on sale, I don't want it. So I rang through some of the stuff and basically like got rid of the stuff that was not on sale. The lotions I got, basically it was $37 worth of lotions, including some of them were hand creams. So I got $37 worth of that. And so, yeah, I'm like, I think I'm set for a while. Yeah. So I think I'm set for a while. In terms of like lotions and hand creams and body cream, which I looked up online. I was like, what's the difference between body cream and lotion? Body cream is thicker. So like, in my case, like I like lotion, but like body cream is what I probably actually need. So I put that, I got $37 worth, and I saved like $106 worth of just lotions, and it's like, all right, yay. So I got all of that, and then yesterday I ended up wanting to try on some bras, but they were like, oh yeah, we can't allow you to go into the dressing room with bras. I was like, can I like try it on and bring back what I don't want? And they're like, yeah. I was like, cool. So I went ahead and bought 4 bras, and I only tried on 2 because I was like, I gotta go. So I'll be returning at least 1, and then I need to try on the other 2, and then maybe buying a couple more. And it's because like the bras that I have, I don't have much chest, as you probably know, and because of that, I'm like, bras are weird. I don't like the way the bras work. So if you're like, let's say I'm making up this number, let's say you're around the waist, 42 inches around the waist. So they're like, oh, you're 42 inches around the waist, or like around the chest. So that must mean that you're a triple D, or maybe a double D, or a D. There's no way it could be a B, or C. And I'm just like, but even though my like chest size has expanded, my boobs have not. And I'm just like, what in the world do I do? So I'm just like, I can't do much about this. So yeah, so I'm just like, I can't, like, unless I lost a lot of weight. Now that is something I could do. Or it could be that they're like, hey, you know what, we know that you're going to grow in, like, let's say you have a kid. A lot of people don't work out when they're pregnant. So it's like, okay, you lose all that weight around the waist. And because of that, or like you gain weight around the waist, but then also your boobs get bigger. And I'm just like, and some people, they get bigger, just in general, and their boobs get bigger. And I'm just like, I'm not one of those people. So yeah, I'm gonna have to see about working out on a regular schedule now. And I don't want to because I'm like, I'm tired, but that's my excuse that I really need to stop using, like, so much. So yeah, what it is that right now I'm gonna head over to my job. I may have told you about that. No, I didn't. So what happened was that I went to this one place and I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and buy some bread. And it's a surprise bag, and they're like, you don't know what you're receiving, but you'll receive something that's valued at least $30. And I was like, cool. And I paid $10 for it. And I'm thinking like pastries and breads and like breakfast stuff, that kind of thing. No, that was not the case at all. I went in, I purchased it, and it was a whole cake. Like, why is it a whole cake? It was like strawberry something. And I'm just like, I don't need a whole, thanks for the cake. The cake was worth $30. And then they had a bag full of like 4 rolls. I was like, I would much prefer like the pastries, like the rolls and such. But no, it was a whole cake. I was like, I can't eat a whole cake. So I went ahead and took it over to my job and like left it in the fridge. But from what I can tell, what was that? I think that was like Saturday or something. Saturday or Sunday. I think it was Saturday. Yeah, it was Saturday. Or Friday. Yeah, I think it was Saturday. So anyways, Saturday, and I'm like, I can't do anything with this because it's a whole cake. So yeah, I left it Saturday, and yeah, last time I checked, which was I think Sunday, there is still a lot of cake left. So if there is still a lot of cake, what I'm going to do is basically take a lot of pieces basically and take it over to Planet Fitness, because I'm going to take it over to Planet Fitness because I'm like, I don't need this cake. I don't even know if the workers over there want that much will want the cake, but I'm like, let me go ahead and bring it, and maybe they can fight over it or like rock paper scissors or something over it. So yeah, I'm gonna see about that. So yeah, I think it's cute, especially in regards to what your cousin said about her daughter, and I'm guessing that's sort of like a description of me. So if that's the case, thank you. I think the main reason why I haven't really done a video is because the main reason why, actually, yeah. I just want the truth. I'm tired of the lies. Or if you're like, you know what, I don't feel comfortable telling you like the full story or like the full truth of what's going to happen, don't tell me any lies. Because I understand you're like, I want to make sure that you're happy. Telling me lies will just make me depressed and be like, I don't want to talk to this person anymore, and I don't want to be around them, and it makes me anxious, and yeah, again, depressed, and like, I don't want to be here, but I'm like doing it out of a sense of obligation, not even like the emotion of I really want to be here, just a sense of obligation. So like, basically, I'm tired of it, and apparently you felt as though you've been able to get away with it for far too long, honestly, just by telling me lies. So what it is that every time I realize that you're telling me a lie, unless you prove me otherwise, so in other words, like, from what it looks like, it's like, oh, you know what, you don't want to be with your fiance. That's your choice. But until your cousin or another relative gets in touch with me and lets me know, hey, you want to meet directly with me, I'm not going to believe you. And every time you tell me that basically, oh, you're leaving your fiance, oh, you're going to be with me, I am going to not make a video for a week. Because, like, again, I am done so so 500% done with the lies. The only reason why I even stuck with it, like, at all, with all of the bullshit lies that you've told, is that, yeah, okay, let me say this again. The only reason why I've stuck with the bullshit fucking lies that you have told me is because I'm like, wow, I don't have anyone else. Honestly, I don't even have you. So I'm just like, wow, like, you're not here. I'm here. You're not. You're like a ways away, at least 30 minutes. So, yeah, so that is me being bluntly honest. And again, if I realize that you are telling me one more lie, I will not, like, and I've already proven it. Like, I'm not going to make a video for a week. Like, there's no point to it. I'm so over it. Like, I'm so over it. Like, in my case, I'm like, you know what? There are so, like, I haven't really taken advantage of this because I had, like, so much hope that things would change and be different. But I've realized that basically, yeah, so what I've realized is that basically, like, there's a lot of guys out there who are interested in me. Oh my goodness. Like, there's a lot of guys. A lot of them I'm really not interested in, like, to be fair, to be realistic. But, like, I realized a few of them, they're willing, like, if I give them a chance, like, even a remote chance, they're, like, they'll shower with me, or, like, be there, and I'm just like, wow, I really appreciate this. So, yeah, I've finally realized that, and it's like, you know what, I want that, where I have the affection, and I have someone's attention, and even if, like, things don't last, it's like, hey, you know what, this is, like, it's something real, basically. Like, I have someone here, even if it's, like, I don't know, like, yeah, I don't know for how long, but, yeah, overall, that's what I realized, and I'm like, you know what, I might not be able to do better, I might not ever get married, but, like, I realized, you know what, there are guys out there who, like, understand that and are okay with it, or, like, there's guys who are like, you know what, I'm just seeing where this will go, how far it will go, like, in terms of relationship wise, okay, are we actually going to get married or something else? It's like, you know what? That is, in my opinion, a little bit more real because they're here. And I get to see them. Or, like, I get to go ahead and talk with them directly. Or, like, something similar to that. And that, like, it's something that I want. I just want, even for 2 seconds, for someone to be there and be like, hey, I got you. Or even if they're not like, I got you, they're like there for me in that moment. So, yeah. It's definitely something that I've craved and have desired and yearned for years, like, for so long. So, yeah. Anyways, there goes my little tangent, and I will stop. I won't, cool, helicopter. obviously I think I said my point and made my point across, and yeah, there's just no more reason to. That was one of my exes. Shoot. Yeah, there's no reason to like say anymore. Yeah, I think I've made my point. So yeah, but I do appreciate the compliments. I thought they were very sweet. Of just like what kind of person I am and such. So thank you. What else was there? Those were the main things. I thought it was cool, especially where it's like about your second cousin and celebrating her birthday. She is growing up. Like, that's really exciting, especially where it's like she was born and then like she's living life and her family is celebrating the fact that she was born. So yeah, I love it. And also in your case, you're getting married soon. So yeah, that's, I know, exciting. You're starting off in a way a new life. So basically she'll be moving in with you, and then basically you guys will get like a happy ever after. Let's see what else. Yeah, I think that's cool, especially that you're living that life. And now we're going slow. So slow. I was going like 70 and now I'm going 50. But yeah, so right now, I got that, and then a friend of mine, because I take her to work, she didn't give me money, but she did go ahead and buy me food, which I did appreciate. It's like, oh right, free food. And car accident. But yeah, she got me some food, and she asked me if I wanted anything else, and she showed me the bowl. I was originally thinking of, I'll get french fries. Oh, somebody crashed here, it looks like last night or something. Yeah, so I was like, you know what, I'll go ahead and like get this and french fries. And I saw the bowl, I was like, yeah, I won't be able to eat anything else. I probably should have gotten the french fries, because the french fry, like, it's french fries. I like french fries, so yeah. Lotions. I've spent money on food from Walmart. I bought a 10-pack of pudding, like chocolate pudding. What else did I get from there? I also found out that the dried apples, they're kind of on sale. They're like $4 or $5, and they're either normally or they raised the price recently to like $6, $7. I was like, I will gladly go ahead and buy you now, so I don't have to worry about you in the future, because yeah, that's expensive. So yeah, and then so yeah, I'm gonna go into work, get some cake, and then drive over to, where am I going to? The laundromat, or I'm gonna go back to Planet Fitness, and then after that I'm gonna go over to the laundromat, because I really need to do my laundry. I only have like 4 or 5 bras. And from what I understand, a female usually needs more. So I finally bought more that I'm like, this might work. This might work. One of them I was like, okay, I know. This says large if it's like a medium or a small. No. So yeah. Maybe a large in kids. So yeah. What else do I have planned? I'm working from 5 p.m. I actually have to be back at work by about 4 and 4:30, and then I'll be at work until like, I don't know what time. We're supposed to get off at 1 a.m. I won't say too much. So not all, where I work at, not all locations are like that at all, which is good. This is the worst performing location, and I'm just like, I looked at like how they're doing, and I'm like, this is like, how do you do so bad at your job, basically? And so instead of being like, oh yeah, like this is how I can improve, went ahead and blamed, oh, it's this person's fault, oh, it's that person's fault, oh, it's this person's fault. And I'm just like, ma'am, like, you are the general manager. Like, I was a general manager, and it's like, I really, really wish I had the guidance that Domino's leads their company, because like my district manager just sucked, like could not get in contact, nothing. But the district manager here, they're like, okay, we'll go ahead and provide some support, and then they bring in a general manager from another location in order to help out. I'm like, I wish I had that kind of proactive help. In my case, I had to be proactive, where like I contacted other I was able to get in touch with other general managers and ask some questions and be like, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? Because like I could not get in touch with my district manager. It was like so bad. So yeah, in this case, I really appreciate how Domino's does it. Like, I really, really do. Yeah, so I really appreciate how Domino's does it, because, like, I wish I had that kind of guidance. I really do. But in this case, she's actually receiving that guidance. The only problem that I have with this district manager, or not district manager, definitely not the district manager, from what I can tell, is great. The only problem that I have with this particular general manager is, like, instead of being like, you know what, you're right, this is where I can improve, and improving on that, she just makes excuses. And it's like, oh, it's that person's fault, or it's that person's fault. Yeah, and I'm just like, man, like, we are trying to help you out. Stop making excuses, because like you might make all the excuses in the world, but numbers don't lie. Like I looked at her stats, because I was like, I have questions about this, and it's like, okay, how can we improve on this also? But I'm like, the thing is, like, the numbers don't lie. Like, you might lie and put blame on everyone else, but you're the general manager. You need to lead the people instead of being like, it's everyone else's fault. Like, that's like, what in the world? So yeah, it's very interesting, to say the least. But yeah, it's definitely one of the more, I would have to say, poorly run locations. So yeah, I don't know. going to do with her at all. I do appreciate that they're trying to give her a chance, at least. Okay, go. There we go. But yeah, I do appreciate the fact they're trying to give her a chance in order to, like, not live life, but a chance to go ahead and improve, basically. So, in spite of her lies, I hope she listens to what is being told to her, and that she will go ahead and apply the stuff that is being told to her. So, yeah. Because, you know, she has the power. So, yeah. Anyways, I will talk to you later. I hope that you have a great day. And it's decent. Again, happy birthday to your cousin. I think, yeah, if it helps at all, I'm done doing the rant, all that jazz. I'll just simply, like, hey, make it so much easier, less drama. It definitely reminds me of, like, Why Women Kill. Was it Simone? I've been, like, slightly obsessed with that a little bit. Simone's character. And she's talking to her husband, who she finds out is gay. And it's like, oh, you know what? You know, they were petty and all that, like, the week before. And now it's like, oh, we're no longer... And then it's like, she gets over it, and she's like, I lost my husband, but I gained a gay sidekick. And I'm like, that's such a sweet way of, like, thinking about it. And then... yeah, I thought that was kind of amusing. Overall, so yeah. Yeah, but it's like, are we going to be petty this week? No, that was last week, and it's like so old of just being vindictive and all that. So let's, you know, not be vindictive anymore and just let it bygones be bygones and live life. So yeah, I was like, Simone, I admire your character of just being like, you know, upset about something briefly, and then like a week later, I'm okay. I like that. Like, yeah. So, I'm just, yeah. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. I'm almost at work, so I can get some cake. I'm going to be at work from 4:30 until maybe like 2-3 a.m. It's going to suck. Because technically we're supposed to get off no later than 1 a.m. Probably about 2-3 a.m. And then after that, what am I going to do? I have to drive back here. So I'll get here maybe about 3:30. Maybe 4. I don't know what time. And then after that, where can I come? After cake, let's see, so tonight and then tomorrow I am going to get a hotel, because I remember last time I was exhausted, like, throughout the entire day, and I still hung out with someone. I was like, this sucks so much. So, yeah, hopefully I can, yeah. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. Bye!